Imagine being forced to destroy the very people you love. That's exactly what's happening to Rocksteady Xebec in One Piece. Chapter 1163. Imu's power has turned him into something beyond human, a monster with one mission, to erase his own bloodline. This isn't just a battle anymore, it's a tragedy written in blood, because even the strongest hearts can shatter under the will of a god. Let's dive into chapter 1163, the most shocking and unforgettable chapter Oda has ever written. The chapter opens with Imu-sama's full transformation, merging with Saturn himself. The entire marine base is in chaos, remember? Most of the world doesn't even know who Imu is. Even the marines stationed here have no idea what they're witnessing. So when they saw this transformation, they were shocked, saying, "What kind of form is this? What kind of ability does Saturn have?" All the marines around him were stunned, but no one told them. That wasn't Saturn anymore, it was Imu. Imu looks down at the marines surrounding him, and without hesitation, he uses Saturn's monstrous limbs to crush the marines around him. The attack was insanely powerful. Marines were screaming, "Why is Saturn attacking us?" Even the pirates watching are stunned. Wasn't he supposed to be on their side? But Imu doesn't stop. He turns and attacks them too. Marines, pirates, everyone. No one is spared. Chaos erupts across God Valley. A rear admiral shouts to the marines, "No one attacks! Step back! Find an escape route!" Roger looks around and sees all the pirates and his crewmates falling across the battlefield. Many are injured, some barely standing. He tells Gavin to cover everyone, grab the treasure too, and move ahead. Gavin calls out, "Don't overdo it, alright?" Of course Roger doesn't listen. He follows Imu's haki and runs straight toward him. Then we cut to Garp, who grabs a marine and shouts, "What kind of monster is that?" The marine replies, "We don't know, sir. He transformed into something." For the first time, Garp is seeing one of the highest elders with his own eyes. Even he mutters, "It's the first time I've ever seen an elder, but that's exactly how I pictured those bastards." The marines try to stop him, but the scene cuts right there. Next, we get an absolutely aura-filled panel. Xebec faces Imu head-on. Imu is still rampaging, and Xebec yells, "Hey, King of Rats, you came here to kill me, didn't you?" He literally calls the main villain King of Rats to his face. Imu replies, "So it was you, Davy Jones?" Xebec smirks and says, "I think you've got the wrong man. Ain't never met that guy, but I'll keep that promise." The moment he says promise, Imu's expression twists. He's triggered. That's exactly why you all must be erased from history. Imu declares that he'll wipe them all from existence, erase every trace of them. Then he lunges at Xebec, shouting, "The world of Imu has yet to be completed." Imu charges forward using Saturn's monstrous legs. But Xebec blocks the strike, slices one of the legs clean off, and says, "This world doesn't belong to you." A pure goosebumps moment, Xebec not only blocks Imu's attack, he cuts off one of his monstrous legs. What a legend. The marines are in complete disarray. Rox is attacking Saturn. What do we do? They turn to a rear admiral, asking if they should back Saturn up. The rear admiral starts to respond, "No, but..." Then Garp cuts in, shouting, "Of course we should help him, get out of the way." But his smile confuses everyone. "Wait, who are we backing up, sir?" Garp doesn't answer. He just keeps walking forward, straight toward Imu. Everyone realizes it at once. Garp's about to do the unthinkable. He's going to attack an elder. Before we see what happens next, the scene cuts away. On the other side of God Valley, pirates are scrambling to collect treasure scattered across the island. Captain John smirks and says, "Goodbye, Rocks pirates." He's decided to betray the crew, to take all the treasure for himself. Before he can escape, we cut to Dragon, running with baby Shanks in his arms, desperately searching for safety amid the chaos. He spots a Navy ship ahead and decides to send Shanks there for protection. But suddenly, Dragon's body is yanked backward. His weapon begins dragging him toward something. It's Captain John's devil fruit power, the Jiki Jiki no Mi. Magnet fruit, the same fruit that eventually ends up with Kid. We now learn that Captain John was the previous user of that ability. Using it, he starts pulling all metal and gold from across God Valley. Weapons, armor, treasures, everything made of metal is drawn toward him. Now it all makes sense. Captain John's legendary treasure isn't a myth. He literally pulled the entire island's gold toward himself. Even Dragon's and Gavin's weapons, and the treasures the Roger pirates had collected are being dragged in. Gavin struggles to resist, but his weapon keeps pulling him toward the magnetic field. Meanwhile, Roger doesn't even care about the treasure. He's charging straight toward Imu. Then, one of the Rocks pirates, Ganzui, steps in and attacks Captain John using his devil fruit. He unleashes a move called Sky Snake Red Dragon. The explosion sends Captain John flying. We learn that Ganzui possesses the Bomu Bomu no Mi Bom Bom fruit, meaning he was the previous user before Mr. 5. Captain John loses control of his power. All the metal, gold, and weapons crash back down to the ground, along with Dragon and Shanks. Shiki storms in shouting, "Why the hell did you shoot John?" Ganzui snaps back, "Because that bastard wanted everything for himself. You really think he was gonna split the treasure? Every single chest was worth at least 1,000,000,000 berries." Shiki yells. "1 billion, Ganzui smirks. "Of course, who the hell would want to share that?" Then he turns his weapon toward Shiki. Then we cut back. Garp charges toward Imu. Marines rush to block his path, shouting, "Vice Admiral Garp, please stop, that's the highest authority in the world." But Garp roars back, "Highest authority? You mean that insect over there?" The Marines are stunned. Did Garp just call an elder a pest? But Garp's face says it all. He's made up his mind. He's going to attack no matter what. Then it happens. The ultimate scene. Rox is deeply engaged in combat with Imu. We see Kaido and Whitebeard positioned nearby supporting Rox. Kaido growls, "Leave it to me too, Rox." But before he can join in, a furious voice cuts through the battlefield. "Kaido, you bastard!" It's Bigmom, raging, marching straight toward him, ready to kill. Her eyes are blazing with fury. Kaido smirks. "Jealous, huh? Watch this." He blasts a massive dragon breath straight toward Imu. The camera zooms out, revealing the 6 strongest beings in the world: Xebec, Roger, Whitebeard, Kaido, Bigmom, and Garp, all facing Imu. This panel is beyond legendary. The most powerful figures in One Piece history united by chaos, striking at once. Garp uses Galaxy Impact, Roger uses Divine Departure, Xebec unleashes his special named attack, Curse of Appear, Whitebeard uses Spacebreaker, Bigmom uses Echo Sovereignty, Kaido uses his Dragon Breath attack. 6 legendary attacks all land on Imu at the very same moment. This is the most powerful named attack panel in One Piece history. The 6 legends of the old era, all striking together for the first and last time. Imu's body gets completely destroyed, holes everywhere. Melting flesh, disintegrating form, the combined haki is so powerful that the entire island shakes. Marines, pirates, everyone faints. Meanwhile, baby Shanks is shown separated from Dragon in the chaos. He crawls into an open treasure chest. Yes, that's how Shanks ends up in the chest, the very same chest that would soon be found by the crew of the Pirate King. Back to the main fight. Imu's destroyed body begins to regenerate. Kaido grits his teeth. "I can't spit the fruit back out," Bigmom snarls. "Then pay me for it." Garp laughs. "Ha, that was my attack that did that," Roger shouts back. "No way, that was mine." They bicker while Xebec remains silent, eyes fixed on Imu's body as it heals completely. Imu slowly speaks. "I could see a woman and a child running through a distant forest." Rox's eyes widen. "Don't tell me!" Before he can finish, Imu's body is fully restored. 6 top-tier attacks and Imu stands unharmed. That's when everyone realizes just how terrifyingly powerful Imu truly is. Imu's voice grows cold. A new Davy, a woman and a child, desperately struggling to survive. Such venomous lives must never walk free. Xebec's rage explodes. He lunges at Imu, shouting, "Get away from them!" He slashes wildly, cutting Imu's body into pieces. Everyone watches in horror, but Imu's shadowy form only twists and writhes. Suddenly, black spear-like tendrils burst from Imu's body, impaling Xebec. Xebec looks down at the wounds. "What is this? It doesn't even hurt. I can't feel a thing." Imu smiles darkly. "It's not me who will end them, it's you. You'll be the one to kill your wife and child." Xebec's eyes go wide. "What? You're insane. I'm not doing that." Those are his final words. Imu whispers, "Dami Reversi." Everyone, Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, Bigmom, looks around in confusion. What's happening to Xebec? Xebec's body begins to twist. Fangs erupt from his mouth. His face contorts, his humanity slipping away as he transforms into a monstrous form. The last panel shows Eris, Xebec's wife, carrying baby Blackbeard through the forest, while the narrator says, "What fate awaits Rox and the other?" and the chapter ends. Xebec has become a literal demon under Imu's curse, and this is likely the last chapter where we'll see him as a human. The legendary Rox era has officially ended. Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, Kaido, and Bigmom all witnessed what Imu truly is. And this moment changes everything. Roger finally finds his purpose. Whitebeard forms his own ideals. Kaido and Bigmom set their ambitions, and Garp stays with the Marines, but with a heavy heart. This chapter clearly shows why Imu is the true final villain. His power is beyond comprehension. And here's the good news, no break next week. Another God Valley chapter is coming. Let me know what you think of this chapter in the comments. Is this the most shocking flashback in One Piece history? Until next time, keep that spirit burning and I'll see you in the next breakdown.